Hello, I'm Lee. I do a lot of hypnosis. I'm a professional hypnotist. And one of the things that I really love to do is to tease one of my friends who keeps telling me, despite years and years of evidence, that they will always find my voice irresistible, that they will always be able to go deeply into trance for me, and that they are so good at going deeply into trance for me. Now, I wonder if you might find yourself falling into the same category, someone who's so good at listening to the things that I say, and that allowing yourself simply to drop more deeply into trance. To feel how very nice it becomes when you find yourself focusing on the sound of my voice. You can have your eyes open or closed, whatever works better for you. And as you find yourself focusing on the sound of my voice, you can realize, perhaps, that listening becomes so easy, and that maybe there's nothing else that you have to do right now. And that maybe even if there was, you would know that you would simply do it better if you took a little break and heard the things that I was saying and then went and did your tasks later. So let yourself go deeply into trance. With every breath in, come up just a little bit closer to consciousness. And with every breath out, let yourself drop down more and more deeply into trance. It's easy. You don't really have to think about it or worry about it. Your unconscious mind can simply pay attention to the sound of my voice and the things that I'm saying and make it happen. And as you find yourself in that state of making it happen, listening to the sound of my voice, doing as I say, everything can get so much simpler and so much easier that you can find yourself merely effortlessly giving into it. Are you the kind of person who likes an induction? Because some people do. Maybe you can imagine that you have climbed up the top, to the top of like a lookout tower. It's one of those that makes you feel really safe as you climb up. All the stairs are fully enclosed. When you get up to the top, you can see this incredible view out in front of you, right? And you're looking out over this incredible view, and it lets you feel really calm and peaceful. Maybe it's just the right time of day for you, the one that makes you happy. And perhaps you can imagine that I'm up there with you, and I take a shiny silver ball, shiny silver something, right? And I just drop it over the edge. You can follow that with your eyes, and as you follow it with your eyes, you notice that it feels really wonderful to watch that shiny silver thing just drop. And every single time you find yourself thinking about how good that is, you might wonder, where is that shiny silver ball going to? It doesn't really matter, does it? Because it's going down, and you can drop down more deeply with it. And as you find yourself watching it, you realize that it drops down past all the trees, and it keeps going and going. And you perhaps might be wondering how far you're going to go with it. Are you going to go all the way? Drop down deeper and deeper for, and feel how good that is to imagine yourself following that with your eyes in this perfect setting for you, giving in to how very good it feels to simply surrender more and more deeply into trance as that shiny silver just keeps dropping and you drop more with it. So as you listen to the sound of my voice, you may discover that it feels so easy to follow that silver ball, to follow the sound of my voice, to notice that it is simply effortless, to let the combination of those two things take you down so deeply into trance in such a way that your unconscious mind feels really, really attentive, but your conscious self may not feel like it's there at all. Your conscious self might be thinking of something totally different, and yet you kind of feel like you could move if you wanted to, and you just don't want to. So find yourself listening to the things that I say, and allow your unconscious mind to take you down deeper, and let the feeling of hypnosis, whatever that's like for you, simply begin to be noticeable. Maybe you find yourself feeling as though everything is a little bit further away than it normally is. Maybe you've already closed your eyes and you can feel yourself receding from the conscious world. Maybe your body begins to tingle in certain ways, letting you know that hypnosis is upon you and you should enjoy it while you're here. However you find yourself experiencing trance, Let those sensations and feelings and that understanding that you can be effortlessly and easily in trance very quickly get more strong now. And as it gets stronger now, you can find yourself feeling very, very good as you drop down deeper into trance. Perhaps you find yourself still fixated on the shiny silver thing. But however you find yourself fixated, go ahead and just drop down deeper. Whether it's my voice, whether it's the shiny silver thing, whether it's something completely different, let your unconscious mind take you down so deeply, so powerfully into trance that you find yourself thrilled and happy to be there, coming up a little bit closer to consciousness with every breath in and dropping down more deeply with every breath out. Because the more you find yourself in that state of giving in and dropping down, the easier every next state of trance that you go in becomes. Because your unconscious mind is really happy when it can make all of you happy. And the more you can find yourself being happy, the easier it gets to know that you can be really good at going into trance and accepting suggestions and making changes that can have powerful, long-lasting effects on your life. So go ahead and give in to that now. Sink and drop down deeper and deeper. Go ahead and drop down deeper now. And drop down even further. And the more you find yourself in that state, notice that you just begin to feel better. There's an old trope that says the deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, the deeper you go. You can notice if that happens for you, as that happens for you. And you can feel how very nice the state of hypnosis can be for you when you simply allow it to be there to do good things for you, to allow your unconscious mind to pay attention to the sound of my voice, to give in to the things that I tell you to make happen, and to realize that maybe all along you were capable of doing all the things that you wanted to do, but you just didn't let yourself. So as you find yourself paying attention right now, it's easier than ever to just give in a little bit more. It is simpler than it has been in the past to simply drop down deeper into trance and to feel how amazingly nice that is for you to be in. That state just feels so very good. So I'd like you to hold on to that state. I'd like you to find yourself letting that state become anchored in you right now. Find a place on your body, maybe the back of your wrist, maybe somewhere else, that you can just tap. And then you know you can come back to the state whenever it's safe and appropriate to do so. So let that state feel so very good, and then just tap yourself wherever you're going to do that. And as you find yourself in that state and it feels good, you can notice every time you tap, it's like a little ripple out of really nice positive effects and feelings. A little irresistible to find yourself just tap and letting that feeling spread out. Maybe if you're the kind of person that can feel tingles, you can notice that your head begins to experience those. And then you might want to tap and anchor that into however good it feels. Let it just get stronger and better and more amazing as time goes on. Every time you do that, let it just feel how good. Let it just feel how good it is as it flows through you. Let it get stronger and better, more powerful. And let it happen. Hold on to that. Sink down deeper and deeper. And then on the count of 10, find yourself coming up all the way, feeling so very good. Maybe discovering that the sound of my voice is a little irresistible for your unconscious mind too, perhaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a nice deep breath in. 6, coming up gently and wonderfully. 7, 8, stretching and moving a little bit. 9, opening your eyes. And 10, wide awake. Thank you for hanging out with me.